if you like Valaverse, you cannot like Classified as well. Stupid ninja. Pick one or the other. Yeah, that's right. If one likes Marvel, one cannot also like DC. Pick one and hate the other. That's the negativity I'll push. I will stop, ninja.
You're not gonna stop shit. What is going on, guys? Articulated Ninja here, and let's get right into it. I'm getting a lot of questions, a lot of DMs. People keep sending me the picture of this damn vamp, asking me for my thoughts. I hear you guys, right? And you guys want me to share my thoughts, so here's just my thoughts. First glance, we don't have numbers yet, guys. We need definitive numbers. Valaverse has given us a price range, but still not a definitive number. Classified has given us nothing, no numbers at all. So the price matters because numbers matter, and that's what we're breaking everything down off of. But at first glance, guys, I'm excited. Of course, there's always gonna be those goofy people online that tell you guys, hey, you gotta pick one or the other, and chances are their math never actually adds up anyway. They're so misinformed, their shit is irrelevant. Guys, at the lowest for the Valaverse truck is $175 with weapons, blast effects, guns, and other accessories, and it comes with a figure at $175. So if we do the deduct the price of a figure, which everybody does when it comes to vehicles and crowdfunding in general, I get it. So if we deduct the price of a basic Valaverse trooper, that's around 21 bucks with tax. Let's say bring it to 25. That means the truck is 150, around 150. These are just ballpark numbers, guys, but for the most part, I think my logic stands up. The truck is around 150 once we deduct the price of the Valaverse figure, and it does come with weapons, guns, blast effects, gas canisters, a shovel, a lot of similar stuff that the Vamp comes with. So that's around 150 for that truck. Clearly, guys, the Valaverse truck is bigger. That is not a question. You can fit over 6 figures on the inside, maybe more. I might be wrong. I'm just ballparking, freestyling off the top of my head right now with what information I remember being released so far, but 6 figures on the inside. And you can also have figures hanging on the outside because of the handlebars and things like that. And let's say 6 figures on the inside, it's definitely bigger. The Vamp is literally small, guys. It's a 2-door truck, 2 on the inside and 1 on the back. That's 3. You got 3 figures on that truck. Maybe you could squeeze another one on the back too. So maybe you could get 4 figures on the Vamp if you push it. But the Vanguard at minimum has 6. Literally double the amount of figures can fit on the Vanguard versus the Vamp, and actually have seating areas, you know, on the Vanguard versus the Vamp. The doors on the Valaverse truck are removable if you want that doors off look. I wish they would have did that on the Vamp. Maybe they might, because they have the bars there. So I think it would be a huge missed opportunity if they don't put those latch doors on. But maybe down the line, they'll release an add-on pack or something, or maybe this does have it, they just haven't shown it yet. I don't understand why they wouldn't show it when they had a laid out product render of everything that it does come with. So I'm assuming doors don't come on this, which sucks. To me, I think that's a missed opportunity, but I still think it looks really nice. So I'm hoping that the Vamp will come in at around 120 or less, guys, because it is smaller, way smaller than the Vanguard, and you can fit way less on it and way less inside of it than the Vanguard. The Vanguard is like a bulletproof mini tank, man. The Vamp doesn't even have doors. It's not a tank. It's not a tank or protective vehicle, at least in this form. It looks like a nimble, straight assault vehicle, which I like. I love that look, man, because it gives us something different than the Vanguard. So I'm glad that it is different on my shelf, and they are not the same on the battlefield at all. Like I said, the Vanguard is way bigger and way more heavy duty. If the Vanguard is a large 4-wheeled vehicle, the Vamp is more like a mid-sized 4-wheel vehicle or small sized 4-wheel vehicle, because the Vanguard is definitely huge. You guys seen at Joe Fest and how huge that thing was next to a Valaverse figure. That thing it's a mini tank, but it's made to be bulletproof. I'm sure some type of bomb resistant or something. It looks like a mini tank. It can take heavy damage. The Vamp does not look like that at all. It has no doors, guys. I hope nobody is shooting at you while you're on the Vamp because you're getting shot. But I still love it. I love the way that the Vamp looks for what it is. but I'm hoping that they can come in at around 120 or less. I think that'd be great. Realistically, I hope it's less than 100, to be honest, because like I said, this isn't a large scale vehicle. So I'm hoping it's less than 100 or right around the 100 mark. I think that would be great. I love the Vamp for what it looks like it's going to be, but we have to make sure we are clear about what it is and what it is not. There's not a lot of plastic on that Vamp. We joke about top, middle, and bottom all the time. That thing barely has a top, but I still love it. I still like the way that it looks for what it is. I wonder if the two front tires will also be movable, like from side to side, photography wise, the way that the two front tires are movable on the Vanguard as well. But always, guys, there's gonna be goofy characters online that say you can only choose one or the other, Valaverse or classified. Those guys to me sound like people that say, hey, you have to like either Marvel characters or DC characters. You're not allowed to like them both. You see how dumb that sounds? Sure, you may prefer Marvel more than DC or DC more than Marvel. You can have your preferences on which side you lean to more, but that doesn't mean that you have to hate the other side, not like the other side, or not, not enjoy anything over at the other side. Enjoy both. Anybody out there forcing you guys to pick an indefinite side is just probably small-minded and ignorant. Me and the 3POA always state publicly how much we enjoy and love the classified line, especially when they do things right. Like, I'm speaking for myself, but I'm also speaking on what they have made publicly clear. Like, we all enjoy the classified line, especially when they do things right. And when they don't do things right, we don't like it. So I'm hoping that they do this price right, guys. I'm hoping that it's around 120. I may prefer certain things about Valaverse more, but I still love classified, and I have them on my channel, and I will continue to, because they're both military lines that coexist with each other, and they look great on the shelf together. That's what I'm doing over here. I'm more excited about the Vanguard than the Vamp, but that's only based on preference, because I want a 4-door bulletproof tank for my figures to ride in, especially if they gotta go up against things like the His tank. I don't want them riding into battle with like a glorified Doom buggy with no doors, and the Vamp looks like that. Like, and I'm not throwing shade at it. Why would I throw shade at it if I know I'm gonna spend my money on it, assuming it's gonna be 120 or less, coming around the $100 price range? If it is around there, I'm definitely spending my money on it, on multiple. So I'm not throwing shade, I'm just calling it for what it is. It's a lot less plastic, it barely has a top, and it only seats 3 for the most part. It looks like there's only space for 3 figures on that damn car, where the Vanguard, you got 6+, literally 6+. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see, when everything's all said and done and the smoke actually does clear, what the prices are going to be, what things are going to be finalized regarding both of these amazing looking vehicles that are sized very differently. One's a large scale, the Vanguard is a large scale, and the Vamp is more of a mid-size or a smaller scale truck based on what it looks like. I hope that they can come in around 120 or less so we can army build this thing, guys, but I think it looks good. Once we get an official price for both companies, we'll be able to really compare. But Val's truck is the cheapest on the market for that size and overall base offering. He was the first to do it, he was the first to put it out there, and it's the cheapest for that size. If you guys can find another company giving us a truck that big, with guns, with blast effects, with a figure, with accessories, and let me know, man, I want to buy it. But as far as I'm aware of, no other company is giving us something that big for $175. And if we reduce the price of the figure and do that math, we're talking around $150 for the truck. No other company is doing that. Companies giving us options, not necessarily competing with each other, but they're competing with each other because they're in the same realm. They share the same niche. They have a big shared audience. So I'm excited, man. This is another military truck that we're going to get down the line. I can't wait to see the kit bashing. I can't wait to see everything on this Vamp, but it's hard for me to really do a versus or a price breakdown because we haven't gotten indefinite finalized pricing from either company. We know for the most part what the offering is. Valaverse has shown their base offering: figure, accessories, blast effects, and multiple guns. The Vanguard comes with multiple guns, a gun at the top, a fixed gun at the top, and then a fixed gun in the back. That's all adjustable and has articulation. Based on these pictures, I just see one gun that comes on a Vamp, which is fine, but I just want the price to represent that. If it's gonna be a smaller vehicle that literally offers less, it's offering less than the Vanguard, just have that represented in the price, please. Like, I would like to army build them. Sorry about that last little tangent, but guys, like I said, we're living in the best time of action figures, the greatest time ever for action figures because of stuff like this. And anybody telling you guys to pick a side or trying to start drama probably needs that drama to be relevant themselves, you know? Here, guys, I'm just giving you my thoughts, and I'm not trying to sell you on either. I'm just breaking down the logic the way that I see it in my head, and I'm just trying to express to you guys what I'm gonna do because I'm excited for both. Let's just hope that the price is good and affordable as well on this Vamp truck. If it made you feel better, I'm happy for you.
G.I. Joe, classified, Marvel Legends on my mind, Valaverse and NECA time, Mythic Legions I must find, SH Figure Arts I can't lie, Rebel Tech got my pockets dry, Set Action Figures for life, Articulated Ninja is nausea, you might wanna subscribe, Action